Hey, Capricorn, Intuitive Soul Coach here with your December 2023 monthly reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. These are general readings. Please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you're interested in a personal reading, signing up for the monthly newsletter, or entering into the free reading giveaway, you can find all of that information in the description box below the video. All right, Capricorn, welcome. The key themes for you this month, we have choices, self-love, and finances. And at the bottom of the deck, what you don't see coming is the mending card. So you are healing a financial situation, a relationship. It could be the relationship you have with yourself. There's a lot of forgiveness happening here this month. This is about healing, repairing, bringing things into balance, into alignment, because this is a coming together energy. Taking a look at what those cracks are in the foundation of a situation in order for you to address and come out on top. Now, you also have the gifts card right behind it. So some of you are really honing into your psychic gifts, your spiritual gifts. This could even be a gift from the universe, some sort of surprise that maybe you weren't expecting showing up for you. So I feel like you could be receiving even an apology for those of you who've gone through situations where people have hurt you. Or this could be a sense of closure. And sometimes that is just as important as that apology. Now, with the choices card showing up, there's some decisions that you've been contemplating making. This could be different paths, right? You have options. There are resources available. And I feel like your free will may be also intersecting with fate. So it's like you're between worlds at this time, and there's that word balance again. So I feel like a lot of you have been going through a lot of shifts that have created instability and imbalance in your world. And this is the month where it's almost like, again, fate and free will kind of collide together, and they may even create some tower moments here. I thought I seen the tower in your reading, maybe not. Oh, there it is. It's showing up right away. So some of you have gone through tower moments where it's left you feeling, what next? What do I do from here? How can I move forward? What do I need to do to address those cracks and rebuild based on something more solid? Okay, because something hasn't been working. And I feel like there's a piece of a lesson here for you that has to do with self-love. This is about being compassionate and kind to yourself, even to others, despite their wrongdoings. This is about rest. It's about acceptance, maybe even self-care, going within this month, having the confidence within yourself to make some important decisions and choices that are in your highest good. Now, you also have finances coming in here, Capricorn. So there could be some shifts around money for you. Some of you, there's been a tower around your finances and career that is going to offer you a brand new beginning. Whether you were let go of a job, but it actually is allowing you to move forward and open yourself up to the possibility of aligning with what you truly seek and desire, right? It could be leaving a situation in order to go off and build a business. Perhaps there's been a breakdown of communication or a breakdown of efforts around you, but it's all bringing this together. It's like fate and divine intervention taking place here in order for you to have the abundance that you've been seeking for quite some time. This is the card of savings. It's the card of assets, the energy of abundance and new income sources, investing your time, your money, your energy into things that are going to pay off, because I feel like you've been cut short here. It's like you've made a choice in the past and you had to deal with some sort of consequence. And because that consequence may have left a sour taste in your mouth, you may be second guessing your own intuitive abilities, because we also see the High Priestess in your reading. So this is part of some sort of teachable moment for you here, Capricorn, is to continue loving yourself unconditionally despite what is going on out here. There's big changes when it comes to your financial sector. You may want to check out your career reading for December 2023, but a lot of you are mending. You are mending your belief system. You are reprogramming and maybe even updating some beliefs that no longer serve you. This could be a really wonderful month when it comes to focusing on your spiritual gifts, your intuitive gifts. I feel like you're going to have reasons to celebrate soon enough. And look at that. At the bottom, we also have creativity. So this is a really wonderful month to let your creative talents really shine bright here. Because I also feel like there could be some partnerships coming in. Now, we have the Tower showing up right away. This is all about rebuilding. This is your big energy as you start the month off. It's clarified by the Six of Swords. It's like you want to get out of this situation as soon as you can. Something's coming crumbling down around you. Perhaps it has been, but this is some needed change, some necessary change that needs to take place in order for you to address the cracks in that foundation. And maybe some of you weren't even aware that there were some cracks in some sort of foundation. Maybe this Tower came in as a surprise. Perhaps you thought everything had been mended or everything was good, and then out of the blue, something comes in and shakes up your world. But it's because someone or an energy around you needed to shift because it had become too stagnant. There are some lessons, some teachable moments here. Now, this Tower is heading straight into this Fool. So because something is crumbling down around you, Spirit is actually asking you to trust. Right? On the Fool card, you have the trust, and this is about trusting that Spirit has your back because you've been carrying some burdens. It's clarified by the Ten of Wands. And actually, if you look at these two cards here together, that leap of faith is actually looking right at the Tower. So I feel like Spirit is asking you to trust that this Tower is crumbling for a very important reason that maybe you can't quite see at this time. But you're ending a cycle here. There is a closure. There's some sort of completion with the Ten of Wands because you have these heavy burdens, and Spirit is saying trust as you enter this new cycle of your life, enter this new journey, this new year. You're shifting in ways that you never would have been able to shift possible if you hadn't gone through this Tower. But it's time for you to release some of those burdens because the Fool card, he takes what little he has, right? He takes the belongings that he has in his satchel and what the clothes that he has on his back, and he moves forward. So I feel like there could be a release of maybe some people, some beliefs, some patterns, some situations that may have been weighing heavy upon you. And now as you move forward and you embark on this new journey, there could be something with you doing it alone, going it alone, and trusting that the universe has your back. Because next up, you had the heart chakra. You're the first sign here, Capricorn, to get the heart chakra card. A lot of signs have been getting the sacral chakra, and a couple have received the solar plexus and the crown. You have the heart here, along with the self-love card, and it's actually right above the self-love. And to clarify the big card, we have the Nine of Pentacles. This is the card of individual achievement, going about something maybe on your own, as we just mentioned. And the clarifier is the World. You're wrapping up this cycle. There's a completion here. And the lesson in it all has to do with self-love, self-trust, right? It has to do with compassion, healing, forgiveness, going within, having the confidence necessary to build something, even if you're building it by yourself. Because the heart chakra is about love, right? Unconditional love, but sometimes it can hold a little bit of that pain, some bitterness, some resentments, some lack of, right? Lack of worthiness, lack of confidence even. But because you have the Nine of Pence here, this is about you creating a life that you love and that you are proud of. Right? You can see this man at the top of these pillars. He's had to climb the pillars, and how the heck do you climb that pillar? It looks nearly impossible. But the word itself, impossible, spells I'm possible. And I want you to remember that as you complete this cycle, because you should pat yourself on the back, Capricorn. There's triumphant completion here with the World. Some of you may even be moving. Maybe you're traveling. You could be traveling across the world. You could be reaching people on a global level. Some of you could be partaking in some sort of online platform, online community that connects you with those around the world, especially if you are business owners, entrepreneurs, or if you are looking to put yourself out there or to expand your reputation, your business, your knowledge. Okay, this is a well-deserved reward that you are manifesting. And that's where you're going with this Fool. But first, you must release some of these burdens. And that's why there's been towers. And they're giving me the name of a show right now. I think it's a show on Netflix, Little Fires Everywhere. Because it seems like, it seems like there's little fires that you've been putting out, right? It seems like there's been one thing after another for some of you. And it's like you've been carrying around this extinguisher, just waiting for the ball to drop or that shoe to drop. Maybe even subconsciously. But that's coming to an end here. All of the heaviness, all of those burdens, even letting them go could have created a lot of tension. Because sometimes we carry the weight of everyone else. And with this 10 of Wands, it can be a Mr. or Mrs. Fix-It personality where we can feel physically exhausted, especially if we're healers, light workers, if we are in a profession where we take care of others, or in our personal lives, we take care of others. It can weigh heavy on us. And I feel like you're realizing that it's not your duty. If this is a full-grown adult anyway, it's not your duty to change them, to coerce them, manipulate them, or heal them, right? Not that you want to do any of those negative things, but those things have been done to you, I feel. But I feel it's important to realize that everyone's on their soul's journey, and you understand that from a level that maybe you wouldn't have been able to see if you hadn't gone through the tower. Okay, there's some choices here to release some of these burdens, to let them fester, to let them get the best of you, or for you to transmute that pain into gain. And I feel like that's what you're wanting to do here, transmuting that pain into gain. And we see the gain with the finances. So we also have the Ace of Swords followed by the Page of Swords. There's some sort of information that may have came through and it took you by surprise. It may have been a shock. It could have been a truth that you didn't want to hear. Someone could have, there could have even been some sort of understanding that you didn't really realize why. Because the Page of Swords, it can be some gossip. It can be disconnected from information. It's like this came out of the blue. And look at the butterfly there. Butterflies represent extreme change, and it happens to be a green butterfly. So this may have even pulled at your heartstrings a bit. Mentally, this may have confused you. Or, you finally got to the truth of a situation here. And it's the catalyst of some deep change. If you were disconnected from information, or if you didn't have enough information, or you didn't have the full story, expect to get clarity on a situation, because there's no half-truths anymore, is what I heard. There's no half-truths. There's some sort of information coming to light here, and it's actually going to be beneficial, because then you'll be able to release some of these burdens that may have been weighed upon you. Now, you have the Three of Pentacles partnered with the Page of Cups. It's important for you to reach out at this time. Reach out, because as we release the 10 of Wands, it's important to bring in others to lighten the load, especially if you are taking on too much. You may need to delegate. You may need to prioritize. You may need to eliminate. If you're taking on too much and it's coming to a point of physical, mental exhaustion, then ask for help, especially if this has to do with children, okay? Some of you could be taking care of children, grandchildren, or you could be around immature people. I mean, the Page of Cups, if it's not children, it's people that don't know any better. They haven't learned the lessons. They haven't integrated what they've needed to heal. But I also feel with this Page of Cups and this Three of Pentacles, this could also be a very exciting time for community, for family, for, friendships, to build on some sort of a teamwork or team efforts. I feel for a lot of you, this could be like a team player. It could be new people coming on board. It could be you joining some sort of, again, online presence or community. It could be the holiday season where you're getting together with family and you're celebrating with your nieces and nephews or, family members. So this can be a really good time, but try not to let that tower ruin the day. Okay, whatever it is that you're going through, some financial struggles, because again, you're wrapping up this cycle where soon enough, that past, the tower, it's going to be put behind you because you're getting out of it here with the Six of Swords. You are implementing some new change. And your final outcome here is the Four of Cups with the High Priestess. So the message here is to not silence your intuition because the Four of Cups brings you a new opportunity. Yes, there's been loss. Okay, there's been frustration. There's been a little bit of pessimism, a little bit of impatience. You may have felt like you've missed out on opportunities, maybe even a little bit depressed at times with the Four of Cups. But it's partnered with the High Priestess saying, don't silence your intuition because your intuition is letting you know that through some sort of tower, you're going to take a leap of faith sooner rather than later, but you're still weighing some burdens up. There's some choices that you need to let go of or to make that are going to allow you to let go of what you've been carrying in order for you to see the silver lining, in order for you to feel that there's a new opportunity, one that emanates with the vibration that you are casting and putting out there. Some of you, you've silenced your intuition because it's like you thought your intuition was telling you yes, and you've went in that direction in the past, and then it didn't turn out the way that you thought. That does not mean your intuition was not right. Maybe that was an experience that your soul, Capricorn, had to go through. That's happened to me many years ago where intuitively I knew without a doubt that I should hightail it and run for the woods in a specific relationship. There was red flag after red flag after red flag. And what did I do? I went right towards that red flag. And my intuition said, well, this is something a place you need to kind of go at this time, even though my logical mind and, even my emotions were really pushing back. It's like everything within me was screaming no, but my intuition was saying, well, you need to learn this soul lesson. This is what you signed up for. So I went in that direction, despite logically what the correct thing to do would be, right? But sometimes you have to trust that your intuition knows what sometimes our human self can't quite comprehend. There's a new opportunity here for you, Capricorn, and it's important that you mend, that you heal what you need to within yourself, but also to make some choices and trust in those choices. Don't second guess. Don't go back on them. Don't criticize yourself. Don't silence the intuition. When it comes to finances, career, money, and wealth, some of you, there's been a little bit of a blockage. You were stuck. Maybe you still are stuck. Or maybe some of you, you are financially sound. You may be stable, but it's like you're waiting for something to happen. Again, it's like carrying that extinguisher around with you all the time. But look at this. You have the ornaments and the clover showing up. This is a lucky break. And boy, oh boy, could you use one, Capricorn. This is good fortune, chance, finances. Maybe you're refinancing, I'm hearing for some of you. You could be looking at interest rates, loans. Maybe you've had to borrow money, or there could be some sort of good news regarding finances or money that come in for you. This could be a surprise. It could show up in the form of a gift, right? You have the ornaments, and this always reminds me of December. This is extra money, mature investments, because you are coming from a place of, maturity yourself. This isn't just investing, your money into things that are mature, that can grow over time, but this is your energy. What are you putting your energy into? There's celebrations here, and that's part of that Three of Pentacles as well as the Cups, Page of Cups. Maybe you have a beauty business. Maybe this is retail, or you sell products, you sell your services. This could be saving up for retirement. For others of you, I feel like there's going to be some sort of back pay or financial decision made in the month of December that's going to pay off. It may feel like you're taking a gamble. It may feel like it's risky, but don't stay anchored. Just make a decision here and stick with that decision, because I feel whatever decision you make, it's going to come from a place of intuitive insight, and it's going to pay off down the road as well. All right. You also have training, entry level, job offer, and background check. For some of you, there is an entry level position that either you or someone around you, maybe you're hiring someone to come on board. For others of you, there could be additional training, or you're starting here from a beginner's mindset. That can be that Page of Cups as well. It's like you're learning something new, but you're going to advance quickly is what I feel. For those of you that are hiring someone else to lighten the load as well, this could be an assistant or someone to kind of help you out. I feel like it could possibly be short term, or someone could get certified, could get trained, because you have the Page of Swords here as well. Or excuse me, Page of Cups. That Page of Swords, that's some gossip or some information that we just, it was a little bit hurtful maybe. But the Page of Cups, this is a new exciting opportunity for either you or someone around you that's going to help you with some of these burdens. Training. Some of you could be taking a new course. You may be learning something new, or training for something that's going to enhance or grow your reputation, your business, or your career. There's an offer coming your way, and you have job offer with background check. Okay, so someone's definitely looking into you. You're looking into someone else's education, their resume possibly. They could be looking at your resume. I feel like you're going to get that offer. And maybe the choice is yours here. You have a choice to accept or decline. But I feel like this is something you want. Now, some of you, this could be lower pay, but with training, you could increase your pay within this company. So don't let that deter you, because I feel like there's room for improvement, or there's growth opportunities at this job or with this financial sector or financial company here. Some of you may even work in a banking system, I'm hearing. You may even live near a bank. There's something with a bank. Okay, some of you, maybe you're at the bank listening to this. All right, let's take a look at love, Capricorn. Worth waiting for. I don't see tons of heart cards out here. Well, I guess we do have the 3 and the 4. Well, we have the heart chakra. We have the Page of Cups. We have the 4 of Cups. We don't have the 3 of Cups. But this is about you focusing on the family, the support system that loves you, because you are worthy of love. You're lovable. Read my sweater. You are enough, Capricorn. And I feel like you're focusing on hitting some sort of mark. You see there that she has her bow set in position here for her to strike that target. So there's something that you are being guided to put your mark on, in a sense. Okay, you're lovable. Know that whatever it is that you are wanting to manifest, whether it's a higher level of love, whether it's a soulmate, for some of you, I feel like you could be even having a tower in a relationship. There's something crumbling down, and there's some needed change that is required, some sort of new beginning, because there's some heavy burdens, and you can no longer continue doing what you did in the past, or someone around you can no longer do what they've done in the past, because it's just not going to work going into the future. I see that there could be children involved. There could be a love offer coming in here for you. Someone may be silencing their intuition around you, but know and trust that you deserve love. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith can bring you to that higher vibration frequency that can bring you that love. There's a lot of seriousness here as well. There's a little bit of playfulness, but I feel because of the tower, because of the heavy burdens, and because of some sort of information or gossip, you're going through a lot. It's important to play. And maybe that's the reminder of that Page of Cups. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So try to play this month. Have a little bit of fun. Release that inner child. Let him or her come out to play. Don't take things so seriously. Enjoy the company and companionship of those around you that support you, that love you. And then lastly here we have, worth waiting for. So divine timing is at work in your love life. If you've been single, looking for love, you've been focused on self-love, there are some changes coming in here that are opening you up to a new path, the Fool energy. So it's worth waiting for. All right. Now, last but not least, Capricorn, you have, oh wow, you have card 17. In tarot, 17 is the star, but it says eye of the needle, intentionality. And we just talked about that target, right? Kind of pulling back. So whatever this is for you, if this is career, if it's finances, if it's relationship, if it's health, there's something Spirit is saying it's important for you to focus your intention on so you hit that mark. This is about clarity and positive outcomes. I like this. The message for you, Capricorn, is this. If you look through the eye of a needle, what do you see? Summon the experience of being so singularly focused on the task ahead that it becomes natural to remove everything that is superfluous, every distraction, every non-essential, so you succeed. What is, in this case, the definition of success? In order for the threading of the needle to happen, everything not in alignment with your goal needs to go. This is the only way you'll ever get what you need. Shrewd discernment, the willingness to winnow down the needle thread connection to its essence. The eye of the needle looks so tiny, but once your intention threads through it, a vast opportunity is presented on the other side. There's that Four of Cups. There's that opportunity at the end of it all. But you have to go through this tower. You have to release some of these heavy burdens, set that intention, open up the heart, have the clear communication that you need in order to find the right people that are in your corner and can back you up. I love this. It says the needle can mend. It can sew things together to make something meaningful and new. And remember, at the bottom of the deck, you have the mending card. That's what you don't see coming. You are experiencing success right now. Even if it only feels energetically, you're shifting on all frequencies to manifest this physical success, Capricorn. Stay true to your desires, to the work you need to accomplish. So you are laser focused on the experience of creating and manifesting. The outcome is assured by divine forces. And we talked about that. Like we said in the beginning, it's almost like free will and fate intervening at this time to bring about some sort of divine intervention for you to focus on, that needle, for you to focus on getting something through here. I really like this. And the star energy, 17, it comes after the tower. And we see the tower showing up here for you. So it's like you may think while you're going through the tower that you've missed out on an opportunity, right? Or that something is being hidden from you, or there's been some sort of opportunity missed, and there could be some frustration and boredom. But what you don't realize is, look at that. Even in the background, there's some stars there. And there's a new opportunity beckoning you. That's why you've gone through this. I mean, this is really important. This is a beautiful outcome energy despite what's going on in the circumstances. So keep your eye on the prize. Whatever that prize is for you, like it says, what is success? You may need to redefine what success looks like for you in all areas of your life. I love this for you. All right, Capricorn, let's get some crystals here. Let's open up our third eye chakra. Now, I'm not going to read from the guidebook, but we're going to get a couple crystals and do a little guided meditation here for you to focus on a crystal or crystals that show up in your mind's eye. So at this time, Capricorn, if you can, please close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath in from your solar plexus chakra, the belly area. Nice big breath in. Hold it for as long as you can and release through the mouth with a nice big sigh. Another nice big breath in from the solar plexus chakra. Hold it as long as you can and release. And with your eyes closed, Capricorn, I want you to tune into that third eye chakra, the area between your eyebrows and your forehead region. And I want you to be open to receiving the first crystal or crystals that show up in your mind's eye. Now, perhaps the crystal presented to you is shiny or bright. Perhaps it has a specific color or shape or size. This could be a crystal that you're familiar with, or maybe one that you've never seen. Perhaps the crystal in your mind's eye is giving off a beautiful vibration of love, of support, of connection, or any other emotion or phrase or words that are coming to your mind's eye. There is no right or wrong answer, Capricorn. And if you need a minute, just pause the video and return when you're ready. And for those of you that would like to be entered into the free reading giveaway, all you need to do is drop your crystals in the comment section below the video to be entered into that free reading giveaway. All right, so first up here, we have lithium quartz. Now, this is so interesting because a lot of signs have been receiving the crystal of quartz. So some of you, maybe it wasn't lithium. Maybe you saw rose quartz or clear quartz. It could be rutilated quartz. Quartz is a very powerful enhancer, and it can purify the energy around you. It can help you connect to the divine. So lithium quartz is an extra amplifier and can really help you connect with your own intuitive wisdom. Okay, so lithium quartz. Some of you may be 33 years old. You could be a 6 life path or in a 6 personal year. And you also have the 6 of swords here with the 6, which is the tower. So 6 could be significant for you. Next, you have demortarite, card 21, which is the world. And we see the world in your reading here. So demortarite, it has to do with the throat chakra, clearing up communication. That's that Ace of Swords energy as well, especially when it comes to truths or when it comes to news that may have taken you by surprise, or it could have been a shock. This can also connect you to the why. It can connect you to those higher chakras for a deeper understanding, a deeper aha moment. And lastly here, some of you could be born on the 21st, or again, you could have a life path 3 or are in a 3 personal year. And lastly, we have kyanite. Kyanite, also another blue energy. This can really help ground us. It can help us in creating boundaries, right? This can be a very comforting stone as well. Kyanite, some of you may be 28, born on the 28th. 2 and 8 breaks down to 1. And you are on the path towards new beginnings. You see that here with the Fool card. So don't be afraid to speak your world. Speak up for what it is that you want. Speak your world into, this reality, or speak your reality into the world. I feel like there is something about you communicating. Maybe you communicate for a living. Maybe it's important for you to express what it is that you need instead of feeling like you have to do everything on your own, because you have the 3 of Pentacles. There's some sort of teamwork, some sort of support. It could be, again, online. It could be family. It could be friends. It could be a significant other. I feel like it's important for you to speak up and use your voice in a compassionate, loving way. Also, the way that you speak to yourself. That's part of these lessons. Speak to yourself with kindness, with love, with compassion. Kyanite. Beautiful energy here. So that is your December 2023 forecast. I hope it resonates. Trust that there is light at the end of the tunnel. Trust that you are being guided intuitively along with, spiritual helps. They just gave me with the 3 of Pentacles. Even though this can be physical help here on earth, you have the spiritual help as well. Your guides, your ancestors, your loved ones, your spiritual team is assisting you through these changes, through this, leap towards a new beginning. That is what I have for you, Capricorn. If this reading resonates, please hit that thumbs up button. Feel free to share, like, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that bell. Do drop your gemstone or crystals in the comment section below. And thank you so very much for being here, Capricorn. Lots of love.